Well, we're back right here in the studio, and we'd like to meet our guests tonight. They've been frequent guests of our program for many years, and it's nice to see them once again right on our show. We have with us the sisters Balsam and Lulwa Al-Ayoub. We'd like to welcome you ladies to the program.
Hi, thank you, Tariq, for your invitation, and we're really so proud and happy. This is our 10th anniversary with your program and with the
years have flown by. It just seems like yesterday.
Yes.
But it's always nice to have both of you on Spotlight on Sports. Balsam and Lulwa are social entrepreneurs, and a lot of you, the audience in Kuwait, may know them as fencers, international fencers, representing Kuwait in numerous sports events all throughout the world, and now more into organizing sports events also, and the social entrepreneurship that you've been doing. I know, Balsam, you recently came back from Qatar.
Yes.
Where you were at a charity event there.
Yes.
Tell our audience a little bit about that event and your participation there.
Actually, Qatar invites us in a very generous invitation and select us as one of 500 celebrities who were invited to a Rota event. Rota is a foundation called Reach Out to Asia, and it is a part of Qatar, the big Qatar Foundation. So they do fundraising every 2 years to collect money to develop in Asia in a very specific way. So we were invited, and we would love to thank them so much for their generous invitation, for the hard work that they've been doing it in Asia, and they are doing some programs which is develop the sport and education, and using sport as and education as a tool of development, and they believe in investing in human, and our programs is really close to their programs as a vision. So we will cooperate with them by I think
I know you've expanded your horizons where you're actually doing many sports events and working very hard on promoting sports in Kuwait and the region, I believe, Lulwa, for women, correct?
Yes, we use sport as a tool for development, and one of the issues we're addressing as the challenges on the social agendas globally is that there is marginalization, whether for disparate classes between rich and poor, or between genders, so men and women, between different generations. So the gaps may vary, but the tools will be helpful and efficient if we use them to try to close these gaps. Using sport as a tool for education and as a tool for empowerment depends on which context are you focusing. If you are focusing on Asia, like the event we were talking about in Qatar, is a matter of education for giving this chance of education to all society segments in Asia, since there are a lot of poor people living without education. This is really dangerous for our future, and not only dangerous but also unfair for kids not to have a proper education and proper chance to access to sports as being a healthy lifestyle. So we were, as you said, expanding our horizon. Still, we haven't expanded to Asia, but this is going to happen very soon, hopefully. We were in Buenos Aires in Latin America, and we were working with the slums, as usually, empowering women because they are way more marginalized as poor kids, girls, than men, since you know, football is a very popular sport, and all men are running behind the football, and we've seen that. You know, you take the bus on the tours we've made for
in Argentina,
yeah, in Buenos Aires, and you see every grass field there's somebody running, you know, a bunch of sports, little kids without even t-shirts, you know, without shoes, just with the shorts on. They were running behind the ball. Where are the girls? They're just watching them. So that really encouraged us to, you know, focus on them. without the intention, of course, to marginalize men. But it's just the context you work on. You have to also.
Yeah, you're like ambassadors promoting women activities and sports around the world.
Yeah, but the thing is, the important thing about the Sport Open Day we organized in Argentina and in Buenos Aires specifically is that women needs to be empowered by sport, by learning leadership, leadership not in the Western sense or the modern sense of leadership as much.
What do you mean, in which kind of way?
I think leadership is leaderless right now, and leadership is personal leadership into someone's life. So they need to lead themselves out of their parents' poverty and lack of opportunities. We need them to lead themselves to a better future, to create more chances to themselves instead of waiting for chances to come to them. So these are the values we are trying to transmit to them, not only by saying, well, women can do sports. We know that already.
Well, that's good to see. I mean, world travelers, Buenos Aires, Argentina, Qatar, and the sports development programs in 2011 have been a very busy year for both of you.
Yes,
and
it was hectic actually.
What's that?
It was hectic here.
Well, it's I know you always have both of you very hectic schedules with a lot of commitments in Kuwait and outside, and
with the honor, of course.
Yes, of course.
With a great honor.
And it's always our pleasure to have you on the program. I know you're busy schedules. We've been wanting to have you on, but
thank you for your patience. I know you're always very patient.
Patience is a virtue. And it's always nice to have you.
We were late. I will admit that.
We're always.
No, you're always
yes.
Maybe just a little bit, but you always end up being on time, and things work out very well. And it's always nice to have, especially two young Kuwaiti ladies representing Kuwait and outside in a very fine manner. And also, now tell us a little bit, Balsam, there was the Sports Global Forum.
Yes.
What is that about, and where was that? And tell us about your participation there.
That was in Barcelona in March, and we were really we were so honored to participate with this kind of people who were selected from the worldwide. The thing is, the Sport Global Forum collect people to meet and to end up with the projects around the world. And this is what really helps us. We meet a very interesting people who are really willing to do something. And the thing is, since this is from the beginning of this year, we start to work with Kuwait government. And this thing really helps us to find a very different way how to try to develop sport in Kuwait. The problem is, Tariq, we would love to talk about our events, our participation, our tour around the world, people who we meet, people who we really introduce to. But the problem is, as much as you get experience from all these events to Kuwait, you will be surprised with the reality. We are banned. Kuwait as a country is banned from the International Olympic Committee. Now it will be 2 years, 24 months. The Olympics is coming in 7 months in London, 2012. So what are we going to reach? I would love to talk about. We did a lot of nice work. And
before we get into some of that work and talk about the Olympic ban and how you try to move away with that, we have some photos that we have prepared by our guests. What are we taking a look at there?
That was the Sport Open Day we've arranged in Buenos Aires and for the slums in Virreyes. And they are. I would like to thank my friend Patricio Pato. He works with the hockey grass. And actually, he used to work for L'Oreal, and he got fed up from hair styling, and he said, "I need to do something for the women for real."
Okay.
And so he's a very interesting character.
Field then.
It's like women can need more opportunities and chances, and so he works in this school. The school looks very neat.
This is still Argentina.
Yeah, this is the same project. The school looks neat because it calls Mother Teresa school. The thing is that a CSR project, a corporate social responsibility project from one of the good companies there. But around this nice school, there are mud houses, and unfortunately, these girls and these kids come from this poor area. They don't even have a bathroom at their homes. You know, this is like how sad, poor. You know, and it's they keep the girls and keep the kids in school as long as they can until 4 o'clock to teach them all kind of stuff other than academics, for the sake of keeping them away from the streets and the crimes.
It's like the school is a more safer place for
exactly.
them to be.
And they try to provide them with everything they need from food. This is like a fencing session, a very simple one.
I'm sure, have they ever fenced before?
No. And they were like having a lot of fun. I didn't expect fencing to be that much fun, you know, because it's not the idea, the stereotype you have about it. But we
they liked it, huh?
Yeah, because we frame it with the Zorro theatrical, you know, with the masks, and so they really get into it,
nice.
At least artistically at the beginning. So this is how you engage them, and you start to teach them how to be disciplined, how to respect the rules, how they can be more, you know, team working together. So these values, they grasp it in a really short time by example, by practicing it, not by sitting in a school desk, you know. And that's where you see the difference, that in 3 minutes they actually make a cue. You know, that was achievement for me. They were like all running in the same place and, you know, shouting.
She spoke with them in Spanish, of course. I was the supervisor, so when they were talking to me, I said, no, I don't speak Spanish.
This picture is very interesting.
This field hockey? Or?
Yeah, so I asked them to teach us how to play grass hockey because this is their popular game.
And it was for 5 minutes, actually.
Did you enjoy that?
Not really.
Not really.
I don't like team sports,
and
I wasn't good in it. But I tried my best, of course. But they were, you know, the ball goes and everybody's running. So I keep myself out of it.
But Balsam, you liked it.
No.
Also, no.
No, actually, no.
We like the experience.
No.
Yeah, I like some sports like really give you the space. That's
for
when you do like this.
Sport.
Yeah, really individual.
Yeah, no, but we like of course, the experience of playing with them and they laughing at us and you know.
We had a nice time.
Exactly. Yes.
And what is this little girl? That's a.
She's painting.
Yes, there's a flag I think of Kuwait there and Argentina and.
We did for them a theme for the Sports Open Day, and we told them that we have a very good relationship between Kuwait and Argentina, and we're really very close societies together, and we donate the equipment for the school and for the girls. So please paint for us a few painting about your experience, what you learn. And even the T-shirts were 2 flags, Kuwait and Argentina. They should learn that sports is about peace, it's about respect, it's about friendship, so it's about relation, it's about humanity. So they have to believe that it's not only about spending 2 hours a day to learn or to practice, it's about something beyond all these things for the future.
Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead. You want to say something, Lulwa?
Yes, but I forgot already.
Okay, well, we still have a lot of time to talk about it. If you remember, just go ahead and
I'll
say.
tell you.
And it looks like weather was nice there, huh?
Beautiful. Yeah, I remembered. I would love to thank, before the end of the show, but right now I would like to thank our ambassador, Mr. Saud Al-Rumi, His Excellency. He was extremely human, very beautiful human being, and very proud of his ambassadorship from Kuwait. I also demand him to come back to Kuwait because we really loved him.
Okay. Well, hopefully he'll come on a visit soon.
I would love to. He made this trip very special. Huh? Yes, and he was very helpful and supportive for this open day, and we were really thankful to him.
Okay, and continue to take a look at some of the beautiful photos from Argentina on one of your beautiful trips there also, and I mean there's Balsam teaching them some fencing moves.
Yeah, and actually they weren't learning from me because they like my shoes.
They liked your shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were following the shoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I really have, we did a lot of programs before that, but this program was very special because it was only for girls. And being surrounded with these kinds of girls who are really willing to learn everything in 1 hour or 2 hours, because there were 2 sessions. Each session was 60 girls. So I think we really had a very huge achievements that day. And we were discussing, me and Lula, and we said that being surrounded with these girls is really it's reality. It's life. That you see the people who is talent and willing to learn more and more from you.
You see your transmission,
Yes.
your self-transmission into them. What you're not giving them money. You're not giving them something tangible. I think it's even the abstraction of it makes it huger and more huge and more. Memorable for them. They will always remember. They will always know how to do some movement. They will always have this confidence, and they will know that you care and you made all this effort for them. For me, that's if somebody does that to me, I will be more. You
will cherish that for a long time.
Yeah.
How many days did you spend in Argentina?
9 days.
9 days.
9 days, yeah, Tariq. It was 14 hours flight from
Yeah,
London.
the flight is long.
Yeah, it's over there. It's on the end of the world.
Yes. I'm glad you have both had a good time and had some very nice experiences there. But before we went to the photos, Balsam, we were talking a little bit about Kuwait and the Olympics and some of the problems you're facing. And I think you want to continue on that note. What would you like to add?
Yeah, Tariq, what we were talking about is being involved into this kind of events and selected people from the sports society. The problem is, once they know that you're from Kuwait, they really appreciate that you come all along this way to be there, to learn, to share. But the first question they ask you, Kuwait is banned from the Olympic Committee. What Kuwait is doing? Kuwait is doing nothing, actually. I appreciate the role of Sheikh Ahmed Al-Fahd Al-Sabah, the president of the Kuwaiti Olympic Committee. I'm sure that Kuwait government is really willing to do something. This is what we discussed with